Alrighty folks, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself, and as you can see, the pile in the background is getting smaller, which is a good thing. And I've got two more tonight, a Porsche and an Aston Martin. This one is the 1964 version of the 911 in slate gray, so this was just after the name change from 901 to 911, and then the Aston Martin DBS in hyper red. These have both been out for quite a while. In fact, this Porsche has been out for actually a really long time. But yeah, two more models that I want to take a look at that have released this year in preparation for the top 10. So we'll just get cracked right into them. And I did pull out all of the other versions of both of these. So yeah, there's been quite a few colors of the 911. In fact, this is the 5th color of it. So the first release we had was this green one. And then we had, which one was next? It must have been this ivory one, which had the chrome wheels. This is when they started doing the chrome wheels. For some reason, the green one just had matte wheels. I do prefer the chrome. And then the red one, signal red. And then the most recent one that we got was this one in quick blah. So this is the 5th release of that. And then for the Aston Martin, I believe these are all the same casting. The first one that we got was the Aston Martin one. Very nice. Loved both of these. And then we got the real life spec of it, but the 007 edition. And like I said, I believe these are the exact same casting. So we have those two for the Aston Martin and these four for the Porsche. So a good little mix. I'm actually really excited for both of these. Anyways, this Porsche is number, if I can pull it out real quick, 717. Again, it's a Porsche 911 1964 in slate gray. There's all the info on the back. This one's in left-hand drive. And here it is. And then I'll pull this one out as well. This is Mini GT number 1065, Aston Martin DBS in hyper red. And there's all the information there. This one is right-hand drive. And we'll go ahead and start off with the Porsche. And then we'll take a look at that Aston Martin. So here it is. Like as you can see, we've had this casting several times before. There's a couple small complaints I have with this, and I know a lot of other people don't really like it as well. The major complaint with this casting is they did do separate pieces for the badges. So the front badge right there, and then also this rear lettering. So it says Porsche, and then it also says 911. It just doesn't look good, especially this rear lettering. Like on paper, you would think that separate pieces would look really nice, especially in this like shiny gold color. But it just ends up not being legible because there's like glue on top of it. Like this whole like lettering is just covered in glue, and so it's not super legible. And then the little 911 that's offset ends up always being kind of funky. Like, it's just, like I said, on paper, you would think that would be a really good idea. I wish they would just print this. It's the separate piece just doesn't really work in most situations. And that is just something I've kind of come to terms with, and I would just prefer prints. This badge on the front looks okay, but yeah. Anyways. Pretty nice color. It is, as they say, it's just like a slate gray. It's just a kind of like a semi-gloss. I guess it's a glossy paint. It looks nice. It looks pretty classy on this car. This one also has the chrome wheels, so the Irish green will remain the only version that did not have the chrome wheels. I don't know if that was. I wonder if they had like a couple different wheel specs, like chrome, and then just like a regular silver, but the wheels look really good. I love these like steely type wheels. Tires look good. And then I always loved the like silver trim going around the windows and stuff. I know that's a pretty common thing with like a lot of cars, but I feel like it looks really good on these old 911s. And I just love the silhouette of them, right? Super nice. Here's the front end. Headlights look awesome. They do have that vertical texture. And then the little lenses down here. You've got the blinker in orange on the outside, and then probably like a little bit of a fog light on the inside with a little bit of silver outlining in it. Bumper looks good. You've got a little bit of silver going across, and then these two main parts that go up right there. And then I would assume these are probably some more lights down here. Maybe those are the fog lights. So very nice. Just a single mirror on the driver's side on these cars. That is normal. That is how they were in real life. Looks pretty good, just like a little nice round rubber mirror painted silver. And then here is the back again. That Porsche lettering just does not look very good. But you do have some venting right here over the rear hatch where the engine is. And then nice bumper details on the back. Taillights look really good. Red, white, and orange. All three colors that you need. And then the exhaust down here looks good as well. Big muffler, and then it kind of sticks out the driver's side right there. Very nice car. Metal base, of course. Tells you what it is. This one, well, this actually says it's a 1963 Porsche 901. It's really not. It's a 1964 version, but they're identical, so I understand why they didn't change the text on the base. It would have been nice if they changed the text on the base. I wonder if, did they do it for the green one? No, the green one doesn't even have text. I think the rest of these were 901s. Yeah, the rest were 901s. So it would have been cool if they at least like changed it to say 1964 911, but oh well, not really that big of a deal. The cars are identical. They didn't change anything. They just had to change the name because of Peugeot. Apparently, back in the day, they had already trademarked 3-letter naming schemes with a 0 in the middle. So Porsche was like, oh, we'll just change it real quick. I was actually just talking to a buddy about that last night. But anyways, looks really good. I don't really have too much more to say about it. It's pretty nice. Let's move on to the Aston Martin. I am a little bit more excited for this one. Again, 1065. Beautiful paint on this one. It is a very nice, like candy apple red metallic. And it looks incredible. We've been looking at a lot of like deep red metallic paints this week. In fact, I think this is like the third one in the row. Last night's video was the Veilside R32, and then the one before that was the Liberty Walk McLaren. So I might be a little redded out, but this one does look really nice. Very nice, rich, dark red paint. Looks awesome. And this was a phenomenal casting. The wheels look amazing with really nice silver and glossy black accents in the spokes. DBS badging on the side right there. Carbon fiber in this vent behind the wheel. And then go into the front. Really nice headlights, super clear acrylic, and the actual lenses inside the headlights are painted silver. I'm not sure what more you could ask there. It looks amazing. The Aston Martin badge on the front is a separate piece. Luckily, it looks good on this one. Like it's straight. There's not a big glob of glue on it or anything. Looks like they printed the one on the back. See, and I just think that looks better. Like that print of the text just looks better than this separate like piece on the Porsche. It's a pretty good example. But yeah, luckily the badge on the front does look good. And like it is really nicely detailed, the badge. But like I would just rather have that printed. Anyways, nice huge grille on the front. It looks good. Nothing to complain about there. Front splitter is just in black. Really nice vents on top of the hood as well. Kind of done in like a print. And then it also says Superleggera right under them on that body line, which actually, I guess I probably did notice that on the other ones. It's just been a while since we've looked at them. These did come out several months ago now. So I do like that Superleggera text right there. Looks really cool. Just a black interior. This is another one of those models that I think would really do well with some color in there. But the roof is carbon fiber, and so is this whole panel that goes all the way across above the windows. So from all the way back here to that, from that point all the way up to where the mirror is, plus the roof. Looks really good. Just black rubber mirrors on this one. They're not painted or anything, but I don't think they need to be. They look good. And then here's the back view. This little tiny spoiler on the back is carbon fiber, which looks really nice. And then there's a bunch of carbon fiber back here. The rear diffuser piece is all carbon. And then this whole panel back here is carbon as well. Exhaust tips are just done in black. Aston Martin lettering on the back again looks really nice because it's printed. And then the taillights are nice and clear. There's a little bit of red running through there. Overall, it looks pretty good. There's the bottom, 2022 Aston Martin DBS used under license. So very nice. I think this one is definitely one of my favorite castings of this year. I don't know which color is my favorite yet, but this red is really nice. It shows up darker in person. I don't know why, like these red colors just don't always show up accurately on camera, but this does look super, super good. I like this hyper red version. I think my favorite color, I think this is my favorite color though. This one was just absolutely beautiful. And if this does end up being on my top 10, I think this might be the color I go with. The Aston Martin one was really nice, but I really like that 007 edition back there. But anyways, that's all I got. We'll keep it a little bit shorter tonight since we are doing back-to-back-to-back videos for probably the rest of the week now. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think of these two right here. I definitely really like them. See you in the next video.